This is a recording to show what's possibly some errors with some of the labs that we're experiencing with the Server Pro install and configure. This is specifically lab sim 7.2.5, again 7.2.5. It has you create a printer. Down here it tells you to create a marketing printer on the server, and these are a couple steps in. I didn't need to record the whole thing, but let me just try to create this printer. And this part works fine. So that part's all fine. It's the next part that just seems like it may not be working properly. The next step is to, well, make the printer available. I'm not going to worry about that. It's the deploying the printer using the group policy object. I guess that's the kind of the first point I have, is that Chapter 7 deals a lot with group policies, and it's not until Unit 8 that you actually cover group policies. So I'm not sure if the order could be switched around, maybe cover group policies earlier in the material. But it's talking a lot about group policies, and they don't have any idea what a group policy is until the next unit, Unit 8. But anyways, it's actually the deploying part that I think something might be wrong. There's a couple aspects to this actually. If I go to deploy this, and I choose for the marketing OU, and it wants me to deploy it by the computer. So I choose computer, and then I add, and it says per machine, which is exactly what I want to do. I click OK, and it's successful. If I come right back into this just to check the deployment, it switches it to per user. And that's very confusing to the students. They don't know if they did something wrong. They end up deleting it and then re-putting it back in, only to find out that it switches back to per user again. So they might remove it and then browse again. Make sure it's by computer. And this is the second thing that I think something might be wrong, is if they click apply. So if you click, add first, add. If I click apply, as soon as I click apply, it says it's successful. I can't click OK anymore. So I can't get out of this dialog box because I can't click OK. And the only other option would then be to hit cancel. And so once again, it's just not sure if I did it correctly or not, because canceling would think that it's not done at all. And really the cancel does make it apply. If I go back into deploy, it shows that it's still there, but it's still per user, so it switched back again. Seems to be an issue both with this marketing printer and the manager printer, and it also seemed to come up in a similar situation in exercise or lab sim 7.2.6.